Chris, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Tell us about this process, what it's like for you. Obviously, this is probably a dream come true to be here to show your skills here for the NFL.
Oh yeah, definitely. Growing up watching the combine, it was always a dream of mine to come here. Watching a lot of guys before me, and especially out of Ohio State, perform at the combine, and finally be able to be here is definitely a blessing. And can't put it into words.
What do you think you have to prove here? Like, where do you think you can separate yourself from the rest of these receivers? You got one of your former teammates, Jamison Williams, right here. You know, you got Garrett Wilson out here. Like, you got to separate yourself to get picked higher than them.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, some of the best players in the country get invited to the combine. So I don't feel like I don't really got to prove myself. I just go out there. It's me versus me. So. I feel like I've been training. I put a lot of training into this combine, and just go out there and perform and put it on the field.
What's it like to go through this with your friends like this? You know, all three of you guys. You know, I know you're close. You're at the national championship game, and you know all that stuff. What's that like?
It's my guys, man. I mean, when you got them, you're more comfortable. When you got some people you know here, my guys, I grew up, went to college with them, spent some time with them, played with them. So just being able to be around them this week and compete with them, it's gonna be fun.
Chris, when it comes to these measurables, how long do you feel like you've been preparing for these? Whether it be the 40, the vertical, you know, everything you're gonna do, we're gonna see you do this week. Mm-hmm. What's that preparation been like? How long have you been going about it?
I've been prepared for this since like my freshman year at college. When you go to a place like Ohio State, you compete with the best every day. You play with the best every day. So just going against the best every day and competing with myself mostly in the weight room, on the field, and even in the classroom. So I feel like I've been prepared for this for a couple years. So
what would be a good 40 for you and a good vertical for you?
Good 40 we're going to see on the field. I don't want to give out certain times, but good vertical. Like I said, I'm competing with myself. I'm not going to get some time, so when I feel like I run my best, I feel the time going to show that.
Chris, is the vertical threat, like you obviously have the speed there, but as far as the route refinement, being able to sell your routes and those things, how did you develop that?
I developed that going into my freshman year. That was like my first year playing receiver in high school. It was my senior year, so just going into the best receiver coach in the country, and Coach Hartline, getting developed by him, and seeing a lot of older guys like Terry McLaurin, Paris Campbell, Johnny Dixon, C.J. Saunders in front of me. I kind of learned from them a lot, took some stuff from their game and try to put it into mine, and found my own way of route running.
Chris, how much have you been in contact with Garrett, and is there like a friendly competition about who's going to go first? Do you guys talk about that at all?
I mean, Garrett's my guy. There's no competition between us. We're both happy for each other. He's a talent and one of those natural freaks, and I can't wait to see him perform and see the crazy numbers he's gonna put up.
What do you envy about him, if anything?
Say that again.
What do you envy about his game, if anything?
He's a great player. Like I said, he has a lot of tools in his game. He got a huge bag. And, I like seeing him play, and I'm a huge fan of his.
Do you consider yourself to be the best route runner in this class?
You can say that. That's for you guys to debate on that. I feel like I'm a great route runner, and I have a lot of different things in my game also.
Are you planning? SoCal guy, just out of curiosity, what was your viewpoint of the Raiders kind of growing up, and have you had any talks with them so far?
My oldest brother is a huge fan of the Raiders, so I love to go there. Las Vegas they moved to Las Vegas recently, and they have a great organization, and I love to go there and play for them.
Chris, is there something you are here to show? Do you have kind of an agenda or something you want to prove to anyone, or do you feel like it's on video?
There's nothing to prove to nobody, really. I just want to prove it to myself. Like I said, I've been training for this for so long, and to get this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is a huge blessing. So I'm just going to go out there and compete against myself. It's me versus me, and show the world what I can do.
Chris, you mentioned Ohio State. You mentioned watching other Ohio State players go through this process. But Justin Fields, particularly last year, how close did you pay attention to his draft? And were you in touch with him before and after?
Oh yeah, me and Justin talked a little bit, but he didn't have a combine last year, so he went to the pro day. I thought he was gonna run fast, 4.3, but he ended up running 4.4. But he slipped at the start, so we gotta put that in there. But Justin's a great player, great dude, and I can't wait to see his career take off.
Are you
Oh yeah, definitely. Having him in college as my quarterback, I know what he can do on and off the field, and I know how hard he works. So I feel like we're very similar in ways, and I feel like we could complement each other if we do end up on the same team.
Chris, are you planning to do everything here at the Combine?
Yes, sir. I'm planning to do everything. I don't think I'm a bench press though.
What do you feel like are the biggest things that you can showcase with your on-field workout that can maybe elevate your draft stock?
Just people seeing how I run routes in person, see how fast I can run. Feel like we see it on film, but just to be able to showcase that in front of all the scouts and in front of all the teams, I feel like that's going to be huge for me this week.
Chris, why did you were at the Rose Bowl, you didn't play obviously, but you were there. Why did you think it was important for you to be there, and was there a part of you that was tempted to play?
I was always a team first guy, so even if I'm not playing, I always wanted to be there with my team. I was voted captain this year with my teammates, so just to be there, support my guys, and be there practicing with them throughout the Rose Bowl week. That was a no-brainer for me, and to be there on the sideline supporting them and being there at the Rose Bowl was fun. And just being there was fun, and it was a huge game, and a game to remember forever.
How hard was it to not play? I mean, were you tempted to just like, okay?
Oh yeah, it was tough for me. I love football. I always want to compete. It was tough for me to make that decision to sit out, just to sit out with my brothers. But it was the best decision for me. Discussing with my family and my coaches, and I felt like it was best for me to do that.
Chris, the Browns are one of the.
Terry McLaurin is probably one of my favorite teammates at Ohio State. When I first came in, lower recruited guy, lower rated guy, but he took me under his wing right away. He was like a big brother to me at Ohio State my freshman year, and even to now, we still keep in touch. I call him every now and then. We text every other day. So Terry is a huge role model to me, and I see his career taking off, and I can't wish anything but the best to him.
Chris, the Browns are one of the teams that are going to be looking for receivers early. Have you had any contact with them yet? And would it be special to start your NFL career in the same state that you've had a connection with now through OSU?
It's a great organization in Cleveland Browns. I had a meeting with them, I think on Monday, but it's a huge organization. I definitely like the way they run that. Just to stay in the state of Ohio. I know the fan base is crazy, and one of the best fan bases, and I definitely would love that and enjoy that.
Do you feel like being in a situation like where you had to share the rock with two other high-quality receivers, did that teach you patience and just how that could transfer to NFL, being with other top-level players?
Oh yeah, when you go to a place like Ohio State, we're gonna have a lot of talent around you. There's only one ball to get around, so at the end of the day, I just want to win. As long as we're winning, we're all selfless in that receiver room. We have so many guys, so many talented guys, and especially this year, we had 3 guys go over 100 multiple games. So just being competitive and trying to get better every day alongside those guys, and then whatever happens on game day happens. As long as we win, I'm good.
Were there any particular receivers that Coach Hartline would show you guys as a group, or even you individually?
We'll really compete in the room. A lot of guys were very talented. We went against each other. I watched a lot of NFL film, a lot of NFL receivers, and try to take some things out of their game to put it into mine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, were there any particular NFL receivers that you studied and really, try to take things from or compare to?
I really studied Terry McLaurin, like my older brother, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Deshaun Jackson, a lot of guys like that.
Chris, other than Jackson, who else is ready to step in for you guys there at Ohio State?
Marvin's going to have a huge year this year, I believe. He's one of those natural talents, like I said, and his work ethic's off the charts, so I can't wait to watch him this year at Emeka, Egbuka, Julian Fleming, and Jalen Ballard, my guy, man. I can't wait to see him take off.
Why is that? What's Jaden done to impress you?
Man, his speed is off the charts. He's 6'3". He's probably like 200 pounds now, so he got that body frame, and he's a deep threat. And once he developed his route running, I feel like he's gonna be one of the best in the country.
Chris, when you turn on the tape of opposing defensive backs like safeties and cornerbacks, what are you looking for, to exploit? Is it the hips? Or are you looking at The technique. What are you looking for?
I'm looking at hips. I'm looking at technique also. What kind of releases they're gonna give me? How they play against certain guys. How they play against fast guys. How they play against bigger guys. And just the little things. What they exploit. What they do at the line of scrimmage. And if they off coverage. I look at all the little things to let me get an advantage on Saturdays.
Chris, have you met with the Patriots so far? And if so, what were some of the things they wanted to talk with you about?
I met with them on Monday. It was a good meeting. They asked me a lot about my background and just a little kind of deeper questions. And it was a great meeting overall. Watched a little bit of film, and I enjoyed that meeting.
Chris, you could have.
Question they asked.
I don't really recall, but I had a lot of meetings. But New England was a great meeting. I respect the organization and their coaching and what they got going on there. And, yes, sir.
Chris, you could have come out last year, obviously. You came back for your senior year. What do you think about that decision now? I'm assuming you don't regret it, but you just got to address that.
Say that again.
You could have come out last year, and you came back for your senior year. You just got to address it. I'm assuming you have no regrets about that. You just kind of address that.
Yeah, I came back for my senior year. Most importantly, I got my degree. I graduated in December 2021, and I feel like I competed and got a lot better at the weaknesses I wanted to improve on and turn those into strengths. And I feel like I'm a more complete player and even better person.
Chris, how special was it just to be a part of that group last year, with you and Garrett and Jackson really being the most productive trio in Ohio State history?
That was huge. That was huge. Just being in our room. We got a lot of younger guys that's looking up to us, and just to be able to put those performances on the field every Saturday, being alongside two of the best receivers in the country, and Garrett and Jackson. And I can't wait to see Jackson what he could do this year. It's just a special and rare talent. I can't wait to see those guys ball.
Ohio State hasn't had a first-round receiver in 15 years. How much of an honor is it for you, along with Garrett, to have a chance to end that drought?
That's huge. I mean, you only could thank God with that. 15 years, I feel like that streak is going to come to an end soon. But just to be in that conversation in the first round, coming from where I come from, such a low recruited guy, low rated guy, just to be able to put that hard work in and put God first, anything can happen. So